Hello and thanks for joining me for some more Project Zomboid Build 42 with our guy Garry Little, starting our 56th day, having survived for 55. We are currently just north of Irvington Speedway. So over here, we started off our journey in Echo Creek over here. We travelled up here, we've been through Ekron, and now we're making our way down towards Irvington. And I've never been down this part of the map. I don't know my way around there. But we've been trying to clear out, we've got as far as the entrance to the speedway. And we've been trying to clear the zombies there for several days. And if you are just joining me for the first time, there will be a link in the description below for the complete playlist. And episode 0 goes over my sandbox settings and character creation for this run. Alright, so we've got some food on us now. We are starting to get a little bit low on fuel. So I'm not sure if we should take a trip back to Ekron. Let's just have a look. Alright, I do have some gas there. Alright, I think we'll try one more day of trying to get into the speedway. I'm not sure if there's a gas station in there. I know there's should be one down this way somewhere. Yeah, let me just check my weapons. Alright. Do have some spare short bats. We've got some stragglers over here. Let's just take care of these guys, because they are a little bit close to home. Alright. It's another one. So we did have a helicopter event as well. Do have my helicopters set to sometimes. So I think that did rile them up a little bit. Is there another one in here? I think it's just the sound of the rain. Okay. So I guess we'll continue on down with the speedway. I mean, I suppose we could check some of these cars and maybe siphon some gas. Oh, it's looking a bit quiet out here. Yeah, we do have somebody walking up. Alright, well, I guess we'll get to it. It's a little stinky around here. Let's just kill my alarm. So I do have the alarm set for the morning broadcasts to check for the helicopter events, but we have just had one, so not too worried about that. Alright, yeah, we got a few wandering out here. Oh, there is a few there. Okay. You guys can come across the road. I'm going to try and keep the bodies off the road if I can. So I don't know how many zombies there are inside the speedway. I think we've killed a good 500 or so out of there so far. And we are out of breath already. Whoops. Let's get away from these bushes. Alright. It was a bit of a close chomp there. Alright, what do we got? Couple more. Should be able to take care of these couple and then we'll have a bit of a rest. Get our breath back. Is that another Spiffo worker? I swear we've killed at least 5 or 6 Spiffo workers coming out of there. I'm just going to walk up this way a bit, try and find a spot where we can sit down for a minute. Catch our breath back. And then we'll head back across the road and check the damage. These guys still following me. One is. Alright. Let's just have a quick bit of a scan around. One wandering around up there. We should be alright. So let's eat that. Pop that in my bag. Keep an eye on that guy over there. Let me see. Read a little bit of our book for a minute. Okay, now Moodle has gone, but I'll give him another few minutes. A couple wandering around down here. Alright, that should do us. So let's pop that in there. Alright. Let's take care of these ones. Yeah, there's one wandering around up here. We'll go take care of that one. Okay. And we have quite the group around our car. And I did leave the engine running too. I probably should have cut it. I mean, I do like keeping it running. It does cause a bit of a distraction and kind of can help. But being low on fuel and not having found the next gas station, and there goes a bat. Alright. Whoops. Swing and a miss there. Alright. Just have a quick look on these corpses here. Nothing really interesting. Let's drop that. Alright, so I think number one priority is going to be keeping the car clear. Alright, we've got one over here. Yeah, we've still got a couple wandering around down here. Okay. Yeah. I've got another spare bat in my bag. I do. So let's that on my belt. So we've got one equipped, two on our belt. Alright, we are short of breath again. So let's just take a seat in the car for a minute while we get our breath back. Have a bit of a look around. So we did hit level 8 in short blunt. Getting up there with the maintenance. We have still not fired a single shot. Gotta find some shotgun shells. Time for smoke. And I didn't finish that smoke. Let's grab those. We'll grab a spare pack of matches. Alright, let's finish that off. And unpack these ciggies. Pop those in there. Okay. Got a few more wandering out the gate here. And a bit of a group down there. So we will get into that speedway sooner or later. But I think if we don't get in there soon, I think we're probably going to take a trip, another trip back to Ekron. All right, getting through them. Still got a few down here. Whoops. It's just a paring knife. Okay. Okay. Getting a bit short of breath again. Pop up here and take care of this one hanging around the car. Alright. take care of these two. Then we'll have a little bit of a rest. Well, guess we'll take care of this one. Hopefully not too many more will come out before we get to take a rest. There's a couple meandering over. Let's hop in the car. Alright, let's take care of this one. A golf tee. Okay. Alright, there's a couple over there, but take a seat in the car though. So we can get our breath back. Give him a couple more minutes. Alright. Let's take care of the one over here. There's a few down there. Small handful. Alright. Couple over here. Still pouring out of the building. Must be starting to thin their numbers a bit by now though. Hungry again. Alright. Let's have a quarter of that. So I believe we are still bugged with our weight loss and weight gain. We're also still bugged with thirst. We don't get thirsty, we don't drink. Alright, I think we are making a little bit of progress. Okay. Alrighty. So there's a few up here. Maybe we should clear the building. Although I am curious to see where this goes. Alright, so we got a couple down here. There's a handful up there. I suppose we'll take care of them before you venture in here. Oops. Alright. Starting to get short of breath again. Alright. Let's just have a quick look here. We'll take a lighter. Alright. Got a couple more rolling up here. Well, that's a bit more than a couple. Yeah, they're coming from inside the fence. Just want to backtrack a bit and make sure we're not going to get trapped in by any in the building. I probably should have cleared the building first. Alright. Still a few meandering along. Let's just backtrack a little here. Maybe we should clear the building there. So we will be running out of daylight pretty soon. That's locked. That's locked. Let's have a look in here. Alright, let's take a rest on this seat for a minute. Let's get our breath back. We'll give him until about past. There we go. Alright, let's have a look in here while we've got some daylight. It's still a little dark in some places in here. we're not too fussed about looting. Our vehicles are pretty full. Gonna need my flashlight in there. Copper scrap. We'll take a crackle bar for sure. Alright, so that all goes upstairs. We'll take smokes, sure. What the? Plump bug the aphid. Alright, well I'm definitely taking that. Sounds like I'm not alone in here. Alright. Oh, we've got a bit of a group out there. Looks like a few have been attracted to the car again. Let's have a smoke. Alright guys, across the road. So these guys just seem to keep on coming and coming. There's another Spiffo worker. I haven't seen a Spiffo suit yet though. And if I was gonna see somebody dressed up in a Spiffo suit, I'd expect to see him at a speedway. Alright. Okay. Have a little bit of a look down here. Yep. They're still jumping out of the building. Couple down this way. Are you inside or outside? pretty weird. Okay, a couple more down here. We've still got more coming out this way. Short of breath again. Alright, let's make our way back towards the car. Make sure that it hasn't collected more zombies around it. A little hungry again. Alright. Let's eat some more of this. Have a couple over by the car. Excuse me. All right. Let's take another seat in here for a minute. I guess that can go in the glove box. Let's see. That can go back in my bag. They can go in the glove box. Alright, we'll take care of a few more before it gets too dark. It's probably going to be too dark to keep continuing inside. What we might do let's back up a bit. Reverse beepers. We'll draw a few outside. Draw a few out. If there's any still in the building. This should bring a few of them out. Alright. Let's go down and see how bad that damage was. Visibility's a little bit strained with all this rain. It's 10:30 at night. Doesn't seem to have drawn that many out. We've got one over here. Nails. Little group over here. Another Spiffo worker. And I don't know what all these guys are doing at the Speedway in their bathrobes, but anyway. Yeah, we got a little bit of a crowd down here. Whoops. It's going to be much easier to deal with them outside than inside. Okay, still got a few wandering up. Take care of these guys. Way. Okay. All right. So it's 20 to midnight. So we'll head back up to the car again. We'll take care of these guys along the road. And there goes another bat. Oops. Couple more here on the road. And I'll try and keep them off the road if I can. Alright. Don't know where this one's heading off to. A hand fork. I'd like to find a decent bag or two. Alrighty. take care of this one. Alright, so I definitely think we're starting to thin out the crowd. But I'm guessing there's probably going to be quite a few more deeper within. Alright. So we are on quarter of a tank. Maybe we'll put that can of juice in there. See how much that fills it up. I mean, I know there's supposed to be a service station down here somewhere. And I'm kind of guessing that there might be one actually inside the speedway. So we did take a drive the other day a little bit further down the road looking for one. So when you look at the start area map, I mean, I know I could look it up on the wiki map or whatever, but on your starting spawn locations map, it does show one down this road somewhere. Alright, let's turn around here. Let's cut the engine. Let's grab this gas can and we'll put it in. And that can go back in the back there. That put us back up to half a tank, so alright. Should be fine. Let's grab another bat out of here before I forget. Cruise upstairs. Okay. Let's see. We'll have a smoke. And we'll have a snooze. And that'll bring us into what? Our 57th day, I believe. But that is going to do it for this episode. If you did enjoy this video, please leave me a like or a comment down below. If you'd like to see more, please hit the subscribe button. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.